not sure what to do next. Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down. Uh, Hey, traveler, maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically it.
Excuse me, I did not realize you. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, wait, that's not it, Paimons. Sorry.
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Lynn.
Oh, so you're not friends with Lyney then. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler. We just.
It is an honor to meet you two, and as required by proper etiquette.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is.
Ah, Mr. Lyney. I should say it is in fact.
Wait.
Hmm? I saw you all. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine.
Whoa! Sorry for being.
No offense taken. And by the way, there's someone's. I believe she is trying to. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Huh?
Very good. That is for the best.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the High?
All right, please.
Yay! The show's finally about to. Ooh, they're dimming the lights. The show must be starting. Sorry. Paimon will try to.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Lyney. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give...
Hello, everyone.
I know...
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing mad... So, I would like... Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for...
Oh, good point. That's.
Now, without further ado, let this I know you might miss her, but don't worry. Oh, and before I forget, you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
If we could see easily through his... To appreciate magic, we should focus...
Guess you're right.
Thank you, everyone. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for the magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water, in which case, I have ample. So, for my next trick, I will please, if my assistants, there are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One, I'm sure many of our lucky audience. Now, please,
Wow! How's he gonna... Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks? Or does Lyney have actual superpowers?
the lucky audience member will be generated. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who'll be. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the... I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. You don't need to do it if the magic is in...
Oh,
All right, like this. 60, 59, 58. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be... Oh, and no tricks...
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count fast.
No, that won't do. I can see... Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59. That's right, perfect. Keep...
54, 50... Why aren't you counting now?
I am counting in my head. I think things are merely a consequence of my...
Oh! Alright. You look so serious that Paimon...
40, 39.
Mr. Lyney, are...
Yes, I'm fine. It would be a disaster.
Even though he's saying that, Lyney doesn't... What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't...
25! 20!
What's wrong, Mr. Lyney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unexpected. It seems things aren't quite going. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can 10 seconds and change.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Mr. Lyney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box.
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Lyney's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? Now that I think about it, that whole.
That can't be right. He was in the box on the stage the entire time. Besides, before the show, he told.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina.
But what Lady Farina said.
A kidnapping and.
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support. But with so no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and.
Wasn't it?
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic are you willing to act as Mr. Lyney? Very well. Lyney and the audience may begin.
A day isn't that.
Sorry about everything.
Of course.
Yeah, I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talk. Good to hear. I'm sure everyone. I don't know whether would ask for how even a skilled and knowledgeable magician.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were. Don't worry.
I think they look cute.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling, but with the guards watch, good thing you agree.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just like. Oh, since we're going to.
Oh, well,
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Lyney.
I suppose you. Tis, but if revealing, we should go.
All right, let's go have a look while the investigation team. Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see.
Huh?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Lyney's assistants, named Cowell. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe, the assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell. This is However, if you look carefully, the box was all these factors lining up so perfectly make, if anything.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both? So I know I've seen a lot of cases. Sorry. Anyway, you may invest.
sitting?
The seats were all booked in advance. Sure. Her name is Halls. Apparently, the magic troupe member. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all. That's how it seems to.
Okay then.
No need to be. It is of utmost.
The investigation.
See?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lyney and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Lyney used them. Well,
It turns out, I'm sure you already. In other words,
That much?
let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for.
So this is the... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by firework, Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a... Wait!
I see that you're If you find any new.
We don't have too many... The thud?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lyney's trick with. I'm of the opinion when the pirate.
Wait.
Perhaps the balance wasn't. Oh, that's true.
That does...
Lyney's still talking to the guard. I think someone.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're all.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes, and I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm.
Huh?
My apologies, demoiselle.
No need.
You okay?
I'll merely track. That's right. Judging from the look of.
Really? But
Intuition, naturally. Farina sure was. But that's. Anyway, a trial begins.
sounds more...
Well, what's your opinion? All right.
Wait a minute.
Well, in your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an.
Well?
And why would that be?
Most astute, no matter how. And if that can be.
All right, that now.
Wait! Since what?
Oh,
That's more like it.
Far be it you wish to say.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you...
I have nothing to.
Oh.
we'll be making some.
Sorry. Were you always...
Yes. So the missing girl couldn't have.
How can you...
Well, I couldn't see, but still, we met.
So, it's safe to say... All right, thank you for your help. This will be useful. checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lyney's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made. Grow, grow, grow.
Understood. Then I will be going.
Very good.
You may spare the pleasure.
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? And these are my companions. Would you mind?
Oh,
Well, let's.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes. Oh, but before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it.
Huh.
Ah, good eye. That's
The back? You mean the...
very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put two and two together...
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The two magic... See this? The box with the...
This trolley can ring. I see.
Precisely.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the audience member would only be able...
Right!
Ah, yes. My assistant and...
And what about I was in the mezzanine?
Oh,
That's how we were able to coordinate Lyney's lines.
I mean, we are... And that's my...
so that's how it all worked!
Lynette would bring... And then I wa... But as you saw, Cal was in the box.
We really? If not for that, and yet, could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Lyney and Lynette are not.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which,
Oh, Paimon knows! And here's a broken... Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
perhaps it was a prop for.
Whatever.
Oh, her clothes are here. But
right. Ugh. What is this place?
It seems someone could.
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways in or out. Ah, you're right. Let Paimon write the. Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
yes, let's head back up. We've ascertained the state of the Let's find a place to sort out our...
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal...
They believe the guards have.
So the tunnels become like a...
In other words,
Charge his...
That's right. This is how it... That's right. The statement, to put it simply...
this also precludes any kind.
Once both... Then...
In practice. Because.
There can... And even if that were...
I'm ready to.
Whoa!
Of course. I just hope.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings. I mean, what better...
Breaking out. Just kidding. Just kidding.
What do you mean?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with.
Wait, you're carrying a...
Yes, I must be.
I have eggs.
These three are quite the interest... From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff, but you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites,
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smile.
Don't underestimate beat. Anyway, give these...
Only...
Well...
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is no need for
All right, then. However, the magician twin...
Exactly! Why would they...
The flower vase resulting in the perhaps the criminal...
Paimon thinks that makes...
But...
Could all...
That's right. And even if she... Nor does she...
From the sound of your macaron... What?
Please don't worry about it. At my.
Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate... Wait! Even you don't believe... If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons...
Malus... Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons?
Exactly!
As you wish.
And I have the.
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't know. It would be...
All right.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find any...
All right, it's time to put our heads together. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and situation is so good plan.
Just relax. Even if everyone aside...
Thanks, Nav.
Best of luck to you.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest?
No.
Well, now, don't you all look That was to be expected. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly...
Since both... Firstly...
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Lyney. You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the...
Yes, that's correct.
In that case...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Lyney is clearly... There is no...
That is simply...
Oh.
The roaring countdown of the...
And you didn't hear...
No, nothing.
I see.
Huh?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard...
I was right by the box.
Look at those scales.
ladies, and of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and tell me.
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did.
So the serial disappearances.
I've got a feeling that what happened on.
That's irrelevant. Our identity.
Indeed. Then perhaps your first priority is to prove. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Lyney!
Order! First, when are these claims? Please answer my
I'm sorry. Yes, there.
I knew it!
Well, that's it.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your...
Is that really necessary?
The defendant is.
Order! Your request is reasonable.
So, in that case...
Well, this is awkward. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We based our not to set the...
I know you've but our organ.
Right now, we want to.
That's right. I knew if it weren't. That's why I didn't. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about Right. You met a Fatus, but still.
Sorry.
Well, you both say that, but... Right.
Of course. We've been trying to find during our investigate from that moment up.
Is that what you needed?
That's right. So, after
That air vent was created during the.
Well, no, which should have been that voice seemed to wreck on the way back. After that.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that
That's the only way we can.
So, it was never my wish, but like I said earlier.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us.
The current problem is that if we want to refute the Hydro... Huh?
Both parties have returned to their position. When last we left off, Mr. Lyney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may...
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Lyney's perspective. As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box. He did not realize that this sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, so Lyney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing. Afterward, Lyney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the And there you have it. That's...
Does the defendant's side have any objections?
The key to refuting the. According to Lyney,
Lyney went to... Lyney did not...
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement. Once he reached that area, the crime scene had finally, he reached the... Paimon did it!
In other words, you believe...
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, assuming...
Oh.
Well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But you're saying that he wasn't?
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought? Are you sure we don't need to give this... That's right! This means the saying clue...
To think you'd use such luck. Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it? The deceased's name is
That can't be right. The killer...
Oh! What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim. Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between... The sound we heard may have... The deceased's name is Cow... It would have been tough for... The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's... Lyney was not in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. It would have been tough for both people to fit. The deceased's name is Cowell. It would have been tough for both. No one entered or left. Halsey's clothing.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having...
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must—
If only we knew how Halsey.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3... And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell. The vase was not broken by...
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a...
How could a person ever be... Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Lyney already knows magic tricks.
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may— Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed— But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt—
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of—
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased.
We are still examining. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within the notebook in his...
The primordial sea.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organism. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. As such, we believe...
You gotta be kidding!
It's something so...
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy.
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that Just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your part?
Let's go.
Order! Still, let us guards. Mr. Lyney.
Of course, if we uphold the—
Right! Like the metal hut! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that.
The deceased's name is Now it seems like the hook... The water from the primordial sea... The water from the primordial sea... Now it seems like the hook rope... The water from the primordial... I remember there was...
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached afterward, but...
Huh.
That actual... Oh dear.
Now, it seems like his notes mention—
On that note, I shall now invite him on stage.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just and we found.
What?
That can't be.
Does this not, my dear? Lyney did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications, but upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lyney desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he not now, as much as I regret having. Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way. Is this the end of the rope?
Oh no. Seems.
I think we've all. I believe this is indeed. Now then, my.
Excuse me, everyone, but I'm.
Miss, I must.
Oh, come on. Don't be. I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh. What?
No offense, miss.
Come on now, don't be. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a come on, Lyney and but as the magic makers and stars of the.
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait.
To be clear, I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling. Where should I begin? Firstly, my name isn't I heard that that's how I make a living, but I was noticed at the.
Hey! No wonder you look from Lyney even.
Well, and he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede, so I played along. I wasn't going to. There was no. I slipped out after the.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, had I known that.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
This time, we need to. The strange sound. The flower vase was not. Lillian was.
And it's having been selected. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that mistakenly believed the two broke the with no way of escape. That she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So,
she had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons.
At this point, all the events.
Ah, so that's the whole rather.
Now then, Lady Farina. Please answer.
What? No, I have no further argument.
Wow.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, with some modifications to cover up any evidence, while he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank. He poured the water. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel. If all had gone to plan, The young, realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel, and however, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked on Lillian according to her own. As for Lyney, from this reconstruct. While there is much in Lyney and this case at least. As such, Lyney and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, how did you find...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that... I'm sure you know...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself...
We were supposed to place...
And now that your plan... Therefore you would...
Yes, our boss. It can also be made. We've been in...
And now he can no longer.
Such rude.
An outrage. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Lyney...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now, but still. I guess I didn't approach you with any. As for why, that was how Father, who you might know as the Knave.
A knave?
That's right. Back when our parent to survive, I took my sister. To my surprise, before long.
So you went from...
That was how we felt, but he would constantly.
That doesn't seem true.
After one I waited a long. The answer he gave.
Oh no.
As far as outsiders are concerned, I managed to ferret all I saw.
So...
That's right. Father, the House of the Hearth, I was hesitant, but she was also quick.
Oh, so that...
She has gained
So...
That's right. Today's case has everyone at hotel to us orphans.
So, from small...
It's all right. I just hope you can if you should need anything at all in the future.
Bye, Lyney!
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for it?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, and given...
Ah, I see. Sorry.
Don't say that now.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new... Wait.
Huh?
Well, Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't...
You don't have to twist...
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then.